Hi folks, and good evening. This is just a quick one. I've been messing about. Let's go to camera number 2, shall we? I've been messing about with this, with all this again, and I've got the company I bought the Sinad software off. They got in touch with me and they sent me a new product key that actually works this time. I emailed them a couple of days ago. They are in America. They are behind us in time zones. I don't expect them to work weekends. I sent them the message on Friday. I don't expect them to work weekends, and they got back to me today, I believe at their earliest convenience, and they regenerated me a new code which has gone in, and my Sinad software now works. So that's all good. And basically what I've been doing, I've got this experimental radio here, we'll call it that. This is the interceptor, and this is what I'm using to practice, to get to know. I've got the sheet printed out here. Thank you to Ian, I can't remember your last name. Thank you to Ian for sending me one of these via email. That was very kind of you, sir. I already had it, but yeah, all the same, very, very pleased, very kind of you to think of me. And it was a very nice thought. Thank you very much, sir. Anyway, I had my daughter print this out for me. But basically, what we're doing, we're feeding it. We're on channel 20, which is 27.79125. Although it doesn't display the 5 on here, but we're there. At the moment, we've got the tone. At the moment, we've got the generator off. It's basically on, but it's in standby mode, if you like. If I hit that key, the F3, it turns it back on. And basically, what we're doing, I've just tuned this up. I've tuned this up going off the Sinad, and to be honest with you, this has got a really good receiver. This is not bad at all for the receiver. I set the detector up. Detector didn't need much setting, it was pretty much there, because I've been messing about with this for ages, as you know. So if I now turn the volume up, that is, and if I can bring the Sinad meter up onto the screen, that would help, wouldn't it? Hang on, I just want to close the audio setup window. There we go, because I don't need that. I do want the Sinad meter. So if I now go to Windows, there we are, and there's the Sinad, and we're actually not bad there. We're actually not bad there. We're actually putting in, if I turn this down a second, we're actually putting in, I have to use the sheet to convert it, we're actually putting in 122 dB, and that equates to 17.8 of a microvolt. So that's what we're putting in. And and that's what we're getting. No matter how far I turn the volume up from this point, we're actually getting about 12. That's not bad, that's 12 dB. We're actually getting 12 dB. Yeah, about 11, 12, yeah, around that region. That's not bad. And if I increase the, if I turn it down more, because we can go lower. See, we're down to 10 dB for 125 dB, and 125 dB is 0.26 of a microvolt. So we go even lower. That's 129. That phone will have to wait. Hang on. It could be important. Oh, it's Chesterfield Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Fucking Charlie? Fucking Charlie?
Oh, it's not Charlie, it's Mildred. I thought you were Chesterfield Charlie for a minute.
Chesterfield Charlie?
Yeah, you know, yeah, Chesterfield Charlie rang me and I didn't have my glasses on. And I thought it was you because I got you in the phone as Graham, not as your real name, which is Mildred.
Alright, don't panic, I've got it now. I found it.
Wow, what were you looking for?
Angela's number, but I found it.
Yeah, well, she told me not to give anybody her number, but I don't suppose she'd mind me giving it you if I had to.
I've got it anyway, 07968.
Yeah.
Right, alright, I found it. And what I did was I took all the recent calls out my phone and the fucking number was on it.
Right, yeah, Mildred. I got a phone call today.
Yeah?
Yeah, from Chesterfield Charlie.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's got some stuff for me.
Really?
Yeah, some record players, and he wants me to service 2 decks for him, and I will do. You know, I think he said got about 10 record players.
Alright.
So, you know, yeah, so I've got some fresh stuff coming in. The reason why he's not been in touch with me was what he'd done, he'd changed his number and started using his other phone. But what he didn't realise was, he threw that phone in a drawer, and what he didn't realise was he'd been paying for the phone. And he's just come across it, charged it up and found that he's got a load of missed calls from everybody.
Alright.
So he's gone through it, returning all the calls.
Right, I'm going to go anyway, what time do you finish work? You know, is it 5 or half 5?
Who?
That Angela.
You know, you'll still get her now.
Right, alright, then I better ring you.
Oh, yeah, don't forget me shopping, Mildred.
I've got it, don't worry, I'll get it you.
Yeah, I've got the money here.
Right, alright, I'll see you when I get there.
Okay, see you in a bit, Mildred. Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Bye. I thought it was Chesterfield Charlie. Anyway, well, that's not bad, that, is it? I mean, what we'll do, we'll go as low as the signal generator can go, which is 132, and we'll see if we can still hear this radio. And we can still hear it. I mean, we're getting, I mean, the Sinad meter can't hear it, but we can hear it. If I turn it off, listen. And that's it. I mean, it's, and if we come back up again, I mean, we can go way above. And that's all the way up. At least that is. You know, but we're on 122 there. And what are we getting on the Sinad? We're on 122 dB. What's two? What? See what 122 is. That's 0.17. 0.17 of a microvolt, and you know, we're actually receiving it quite well. And if I go any higher, that doesn't change. But if I turn it down, it does, obviously. And that's all I need on the volume. I'm going to put a mute on this though, on the external speaker, on the extension speaker. I'm going to use one of the switches on the front so that I can turn the speaker off when I don't want it. But yeah, if I turn that down now, there we go back to the cameras. I am going to set up the USB scope as well, because I think I've got a spare USB sort of socket on the PC, so I am going to set up the scope, the USB scope, especially for doing this job. But I actually think that is actually not bad. And I was watching one video where a guy was reviewing the Sinad software and this particular program I'm using, and he was saying that it lagged a bit. Well, it doesn't on my machine. Well, it won't, because my machine, it's fast, and I mean it's lightning fast. It's got a really fast graphics card, it's got a fast CPU, and it's got a shitload of memory in it. So it's got I think it's got 24 gigabytes of memory in it, or thereabouts. It's got a lot in it, you know. So, you know, when I was tuning this radio up, it never lagged. As I adjusted the transformers, the meter followed me exactly. The Sinad meter followed me exactly. So I'm quite pleased. The only thing is, it's a bit far away for me to look over there at it. I've not really got any room to set up a monitor nearby and leave it there. I don't want to be having to keep bringing up a monitor to do it. I'd rather, you know, I'll put up with what I'm doing. But what I'm going to do is I'll either run a lead from this scope here to the computer, or I'll set up the USB scope. One of the two, because I can plug a USB into this scope here and display that on the computer at the same time, I would have thought. But I've redone all these tools. I've ordered some new ones, but I've redone these, and the thing what ruins these tools, what actually ruins these plastic tools, is transformers and coils that are too tight. You know, where they've got wax in them. You have to heat them up. You have to heat the wax up in the transformers and the coils to adjust them. Otherwise, it just wrecks your tools. And I have ordered a new set of these. A quick message for Racing Demon. Scraps got his jumbones that you purchased for him. Thank you very much for that, Mike. I saw that he got them. If anybody gives me anything for Scraps, he gets it spent on him. That is for sure. You know, But that's what happens. If anything's given to him, then he gets it spent on him. I buy him stuff with it, so you know, and he's actually got quite a good fan base, hasn't he? My dog, he has. I mean, everybody loves him. I mean, you know, everybody likes him, and you know, he's. But that being said, you know, people who come here, you know, he growls at the odd person, but very rare. He growls at my mate Gary Matt round the corner, and he's known Gary since he was a baby. I mean, I don't mean since Gary was a baby. You know, since Scraps was a puppy, he's known Gary because Gary's come round here regular. You know, I don't know whether it's just Gary or whether it's whether Scraps has got an affliction to Scotsman. You know, I don't know, but I certainly don't have an affliction to Scotsman or Irishman or any other man for that matter. I live and let live, and I treat everybody as an equal. I don't care who they are, you know. I treat everybody as an equal, and it's how we do things here at Vintage Electronics Repair. You know, but at the end of the day, yeah, you know, I've got lots of friends who are all different. Well, they're all different nationalities, really. I mean, I've got friends in London. I've got friends in Scotland. I think I know someone in Wales. I've got friends in Ireland. You know, I've got a lot of Asian friends. You know, I think I know there's a couple of Chinese people that live around the corner. I don't class them as friends, but they always stop and have a chat when they go past, a man and a woman. They always stop and have a chat with me as they go past, and have a chat back with them. You know, it's because as I've always said, folks, it doesn't cost anything to be civil. It really and truly doesn't. You know, and you know, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the CD player video. You know, I could say at this point that I wish I could have got it going, but I weren't bothered because the laser unit I took out of that, which has got to be packed away safe after I've photographed it. But the laser unit, somebody somewhere wants that for a. I said digital jukebox earlier. What I meant to say was CD jukebox. But a CD jukebox is a digital jukebox because what's a CD? It's digital audio. A lot of people forget that when they're addressing analog and digital, they forget that CD is actually a digital media. That's why it says on the disc digital audio, because it's a digital media. But a lot of people class it as analog, but it's not. Anyway, back to the job at hand. This is receiving probably as good as it's ever gonna get, and this is not a bad receiver. I've seen Richard at UKCB Servicing do these, and he gets some quite good. He gets some quite good as well. You know, he gets good results from these. So you know, they're not actually, you know, they weren't an expensive radio, but they're not a bad radio. But what would be nice if I could get some cases for this. I need to sort out the high-low power, because for some daft reason it won't go into low power, and it's not the wiring. I need to have a word with Richard, see if he's got the manual for this, and if he has, would he be a gentleman and email it to me, which I think he will. And you know, but yeah, I'm actually pleased with the results I'm getting from this. We're getting what? We're on 122, and we're getting 0.17. We're on 122 according to this. It would have been nice if it had been in microvolts, but we're getting 1.7. We're getting 0.17 microvolts, 0.17 of a microvolt for what did I say it was again? Let's go back to it. About 12, about 12 dB Sinad, isn't it? Let's go back to it. Let's turn the volume up a bit so we can listen to it, so the Sinad can hear it. Yeah, that's actually fluctuating between 11 and 12, isn't it? So, yeah, and we can't go any higher than that. You know, it won't go any higher than that. That's as high as we can go on the volume. So we'll at least have worked that out. So let's turn, wrong way. Let's turn that down. So at least I've worked that out as well. I've got to mess about with this software because I want to know more about it. I mean, you're seeing it bigger on here than I see on my screen, but I do want to have a play with it, and because it does a few different things. You know, it's capable of a few different things. You know, and the nice thing about it is, if I change computers, I can reinstall it and enter the product key because, well, I bought it, and a lot of software you can't do that. You know, but yeah, this I believe you can with this, because they actually tell you to keep the product key safe in case you have to reinstall it. But if I just give you a quick demonstration about what I was talking about the lag. So I can just give you a quick demonstration. Right, what I'll do, I'll turn the RF, I'm not going to adjust the radio, I'll turn the RF gain up and down. Right, I'm going to turn it down now. That's what I mean? It's almost there. It's almost instantaneous. That's not. I mean, there's a little bit, a very, very small amount, but I would. That's RF gain fully up. And believe it or not, that's only lighting up one segment, one LED of the signal meter. It's. I don't think the signal meter on this is adjustable. I've not managed to find the adjustment for it. I've not managed, unless it's that one right at the back there that you can't get a screwdriver in. But yeah. Oh, pardon me. I know this one at the front here underneath the microphone. I think that's deviation, or I could be wrong. I'll have to have a look in them. I'll have to have a look at the. What I'll have to do is I'll have to watch Richard's video back. I'll watch Richard's video and see how we get on and see where we get to from there, because Richard serviced one, so we've done a couple of these. So I'll watch his video and see how we get to. But yes, I'm quite pleased with the results I'm getting. I mean, we're not going to do the frequency because it's on frequency. And we don't want all that palaver we had yesterday with that Midland. I've still not got to the bottom of that Midland, but I will. I'll get to the bottom of it. I'll find out why it's doing that. But, you know, it's gone back to the fact now where it's receiving and won't transmit. So there's an issue with it somewhere, and given that that Midland's a bit scabby anyway, I'm not really that bothered. If it ends up being used to keep others alive, that's so be it. But I'd like to get I'd like to get a top and bottom case and a speaker for this. If anybody's got one and they want to part with it, as long as it's not too expensive, then I'll have a bit of a deal with you. I'll do that, But if it's too expensive, then I won't. Obviously not. But if you can do me a deal, if somebody's got the bits, and I might ask Richard actually, send him something up in exchange. I don't think there's a lot that he would want, but you don't know, do you? There might be something I've got. Yeah, or just send him a few pound up or something, do a deal with him. I'll have a word with Richard. But if anybody's got one, then yeah, by all means let me know, and we'll sort out a Nelson reel, and I'll yeah, obviously, for those who don't know, a Nelson reel, it's a deal. Yeah. Anyway, folks, listen, I'm gonna get off. Because the tea's on. I don't want to burn it, and I shall catch you later, my friends. Thank you very much for watching, and more to come later. Remember, if you like what you see, please like, subscribe and share. And if you're new to the hobby, then welcome aboard and really get into it. And because it's a really good hobby and a good set of skills to have. It really is. It's a really good hobby to have. Anyway, you all take it easy, and I'll catch you later. I might do another video later. We might look at the Murphy and see how well tuned that is. I'll catch you later, folks. I want to check me, what do you call it actually? I want to check me Harvard 420M and me York 863. I think the York 863 just needs, sorry, York 861. I think the York 861 just needs the signal meter adjusting, because Richard says that given this only goes up to 70.9 of a microvolt, doesn't quite reach the 100 microvolt mark, then he would set it for an S7 signal on the meter. So I will listen to what he says, because he's been in it for donkey's years, so I will do what he says, because he knows what he's on about. Thank you very much, folks, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.